say what's up, 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 what is 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 up. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Hold on. Okay, that's better. What is up, what is up, what is up, what is up, what is up? I'm back with another video, and today we're gonna be reading the four agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. I'm only gonna be reading the introduction. I'm only gonna be reading the introduction as well as chapter 1 or the first agreement. And let me know if you guys enjoy my ASMR or like the book. So maybe we could make this into a 4-part series or however, or I think there's more chapters instead. But like, so we can finish the book maybe together. Alright. So just acknowledgements. Introduction for you guys. The Totic. Thousands of years ago, the Totic were known throughout southern Mexico as women and men of knowledge, and the apologists have spoken of the Totic as a nation or a race. But, in fact, the Totics were scientists and ASM artists, or I have no idea, right it as that. The Totic were scientists and ASM artists who formed a society to explore and conserve the spiritual knowledge and practices of the ancient ones. They came together as masters, parentheses, iguales, and students of Hokan. I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm so sorry if I butchered that. The ancient city of pyramids outside Mexico City, known as the place where man becomes God. Over the millennia, the Nahuales were forced to conceal the ancestral wisdom and maintain its existence in obscurity. European conquest, coupled with rampant misuse of personal power by a few of the apprentices, made it necessary to shield the knowledge from those who were not prepared to use it wisely or who might intentionally misuse it for personal gain. Fortunately, the esoteric Totic's knowledge was embodied and passed on through generations by different lineages of Nahuales, though it remained veiled in secrecy for hundreds of years. Ancestor and ancient prophecies foretold the coming of an age when it would be necessary to return the wisdom to the people. Now, Don Miguel Ruiz and the God from the Eagle Knight lineage has been guided to share with us the powerful teachings of the Totic. Totic knowledge arises from the same essential unity of truth as all the sacred esoteric traditions found around the world. Though it is not a religion, it honors all the spiritual masters who have taught on earth. While it does embrace spirit, it is most accurately described as a way of life, distinguished by the ready accessibility of happiness and love. Introduction. The smoky mirror. 3,000 years ago, there was a human just like you and me who lived near a city surrounded by mountains. The human was studying to become a medicine man to learn the knowledge of his ancestors, but he didn't completely agree with everything he was learning. By his heart, he felt like there must be something more. One day, as he slept in a cave, he dreamed that he saw his own body sleeping. He came out of the cave on the night of a new moon. The sky was clear and he could see millions of stars. Then something happened inside of him that transformed his life forever. He looked at his hands, he felt his body, and he heard his own voice say, "I am made of light. I am made of stars." He looked at the stars again and he realized that it's not the stars that create light, but rather the light that creates the stars. Everything is made of light, he said. The space between isn't empty. So we call the stars the tonal and the light between the stars the nagual. And he knew that what created the harmony and space between the two is life or intent. Without life, the tonal and the nagual could not exist. Life is the force of the absolute, the supreme, the creator who creates everything. This is what he discovered. Everything in existence is a manifestation of the one living being we call God. Everything is God, and he came to the conclusion that human perception is merely light, perceiving light. He also saw that the matter is a mirror. Everything is a mirror that reflects light and creates images of that light. And the world of illusion, the dream, is just like smoke, which doesn't allow us to see what we really are. The real us is pure love, pure light, he said. This realization changed his life. Once he knew what he really was, he looked around at other humans and the rest of nature, and he was amazed at what he saw. He saw himself in everything, in every human, in every animal, in every tree, in the water, in the rain, in the clouds, and in the earth. He saw that life mixed with the Mal and the Nagual in different ways to create billions of manifestation of life. And in those few moments, he comprehended everything. He was very excited, and his heart was filled with peace. He could hardly wait to tell his people what he had discovered. But there was no words to explain it. He tried to tell others, but they could not understand. They could see he had changed. And something beautiful was radiating from his eyes and his voice. They noticed that he had no longer had judgment about anything or anyone. He was no longer like anyone else. He could understand everyone very well, but no one could understand him. They believed that he was an incarnation of God. And he smiled when he heard this, and he said, "It is true. I am God, but you are also God. We are the same, you and I. We are images of light. We are God." But still, the people didn't understand him. He had discovered that he was a mirror for the rest of people, a mirror in which he could see himself. Everyone is a mirror, he said. He saw himself in everyone, but nobody saw him as themselves. And he realized that everyone was dreaming, but without awareness, without knowing that what they really are. They couldn't see him as themselves because there was a wall of fog or smoke between the mirrors, and that wall of fog was made by interpretation of images of light, the dream of humans. Then he knew that he would soon forget all that he had learned. He wanted to remember all the visions he had, so he decided to call himself the smoky mirror, so that he would always know that matter is a mirror and the smoke in between is what keeps us from knowing what we are. He said, "I am the smoky mirror because I am looking at myself in all of you, but we don't recognize each other because of the smoke in between us. That smoke is the dream, and the mirror is you, the dreamer." Oh, this is cool. Living is easy with eyes closed, misunderstanding all you see. Alright, let's continue. Domestication and the dream of the planet. This is chapter 1, by the way. You are seeing and hearing right now. What you are seeing and hearing right now is nothing but a dream. You are dreaming now in this moment. You are dreaming now with the whole brain awake. Dreaming is the main function of the mind, and the mind dreams 24 hours a day, and it dreams when the brain is awake, and it also dreams when the brain is asleep. The difference is that when the brain is awake, there is a material frame that makes us perceive things in a linear way. When we go to choices, mom and dad, the schools, and religion to teach us how to dream. Attention is an ability we have to discriminate and to focus only on that which we want to perceive. We want to perceive millions of things simultaneously. By using our attention, we can hold whatever we want to perceive in the foreground of our minds. The thoughts around us hooked our attention and put information into our minds through repetition. This is the way we learned everything we know. By using our attention, we learned a whole reality and a whole dream. We learned how to behave in society, what to believe and what not to believe, what is acceptable and what is not acceptable, what is good and what is bad, what is beautiful and what is ugly, what is right and what is wrong. It was all there. All that knowledge, all those rules and concepts about how to behave in the world. When you were in school, you sat in a little chair and put attention on what the teacher was teaching you. When you went to church, you put your attention on what the priest or minister was telling you. It is the same dynamic with mom and dad, brothers and sisters. They were all trying to hook your attention. I also learned to hook the attention of other humans and we develop a need for attention, which can become very competitive. Children compete for the attention of their parents, their teachers, and their friends. Look at me, look at what I'm doing. Hey, I'm here. The need for attention becomes very strong and continues into adulthood. The outside dream hooks our attention and teaches us what to believe, beginning with the language that we speak. Language is a code for understanding and communication between humans. Every letter, every word in each language is an agreement. We call this a page in a book. The word page is an agreement that we can understand. Once we understand the code, our attention is hooked and the energy is transferred from one person to another. What the heck was that? It was not your choice to speak English. You didn't is our truth. We base all of our judgment according to the book of law, even if the judgments go against our own inner nature. Even moral law, like the Ten Commandments, are programmed into our mind in the process of domestication. One by one, all these agreements go into the book of law. And the agreements rule our dream. There is something in our minds that judges everybody and everything, including the weather, the dog, the cat, everything. The inner judge uses what is in our book of law to judge everything we do and don't do. I think I'm gonna end it there on page 10 because this chapter is kind of long. I don't want this video to be long, you know. But let me know if you guys want part two. I'll definitely be down to read the whole book. Maybe I could do it every week, where I read a chapter or two or something like that. I read like 20 pages, so maybe I could read like 20 pages, 20 minutes long or something. And if you guys like to come join, I did. Comment if you guys want more of that. I try to do it like halfway throughout the video, so like in case people who don't like come join could watch the first half or whatever. But let me know. I'm gonna upload 2 videos in a row, 2 videos, 2 videos. If YouTube uploads it fast enough, but yeah, right now my fragrance collection video is uploading. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. And if you guys want to check out my last video,